So today, Year 3, we're going to start to make our radial paper sculpture, something like this, okay? And to do this, we have to work in a few different parts, okay? And it's quite tricky, so I hope that you are able to follow really carefully. So, to make your radial paper sculpture, you need 4 different coloured pieces of paper. Okay, I've got black, pink, yellow and blue. It's up to you what colours you have. If you don't have coloured paper, then you can use white paper or you could colour in your papers. It's up to you. You might want to paint or colour them in or just keep it white. So it would be good if you had coloured paper, but it's not essential. You also need a ruler, a sharp pencil and a glue stick. Okay, now the first thing we're going to do, let me just move all of these things out of the way, is I'm going to take the piece of paper to create the base, the bottom. Can you see all of these shapes are stuck onto a black bottom? Your base doesn't need to be black, but you do need to have a base. So take your piece of paper that you are going to use as the bottom or the base. And what you're going to do is you're going to, just like we've done before, you're going to make your piece of paper into a square. Now, if you remember, you take the top corner and you pull the paper down right into the bottom. So the two sides join together. You press down and then you cut off the extra bit of paper that you no longer need. Okay, do you remember? Okay, and then you have created a square shape. Now you need to go about folding your paper again. So you need to have the fold that you've just made facing in the top right hand corner. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fold my paper in half like this. So I'm going to bring the top part down to touch the bottom. Okay, and then I'm going to fold this again in half like that to make an even smaller square. And then I'm going to open the whole thing out, and you can see I've got nearly a symmetrical shape, but I need to do one more fold. Take this side over and fold it down here. Okay, now when I open up my piece of paper now, you can see that my piece of paper is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 equal parts. Okay, so that's your base ready. Okay, the next thing, so I'm going to put that to the side, and then I'm going to take my 3 other bits of paper, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them together in a pile. And what we need to do with these is to fold the pieces of paper to create small squares like this. Okay, these are going to make the folds that we make on top. So all our bits of paper need to be this size, okay? And this is how we're going to do it. We're going to put all the pieces of paper together. We're going to fold our piece of paper in half, and then we're going to fold it in half again. Okay. Then you're going to open out those pieces of paper, and you can see that you've got 4 columns, okay? Then I'm going to turn my paper around, and this time, so I'm going to fold into the centre, just past the centre. I'm going to fold this one on top, and you can see that they're about the same size. So I'm going to press down on both sides, and when I open out I have 3 sections going across this way. So once I've done all of that folding, there should be 4 boxes down here, 4 boxes in the middle, and 4 at the side. And what I'd like you to do, Year 3, is to cut all your bits of paper, keep them together, and cut all of your bits of paper into those squares. Okay, so you have cut all of them into those tiny little squares, and you should be able to make a pile of pieces of paper of one colour, of another colour, and of the last colour. So once you've cut them all up, you should have 3 piles of paper like that. Once you have done that, you've folded your base piece of paper, you have created your 3 piles of small colours, then we are ready to get started with the paper sculpture. Okay. Now, the next thing we need to do is to learn how to fold the paper to make these different shapes. So we've got this long dart-like shape, we've got a triangular shape that we need to fold, and we've got this one that looks a little bit like an aeroplane, okay? So I'm going to show you each one of those in turn. So for the hat fold is this shape here. For the hat fold, I'm going to choose my yellow paper. Now, just in order to show you, I'm going to use a big piece of paper, just so it's easier for you to see. But when you do yours, you will choose the one of the pieces of paper that you have cut into shape. I'm just using a big one so that you are able to see a bit clearer. Okay, so this is the hat fold. You put your paper in front of you like a square and you fold it in half. Just like that, okay? Then you take the top right hand corner and fold it into the middle to make a triangle shape. Then you take the other side and you fold that into the middle to make a triangle shape. And Year 3, that is your first folded piece of paper. This is called a hat fold, okay? And what I would like you to do, Year 3, is I'd like you to make all of your pieces of paper one colour that you've chosen to be the hat fold. I'd like you to fold all of those into the hat fold. Okay, so I'm going to work my way through all my yellow pieces of paper until I have made all of them into hat folds. So I will leave you to do that now, and then I'll show you the next fold that you need to make. Okay? The next fold I'm going to show you how to do is the kite fold. And this shape here is the kite fold, okay? Now again, I'm going to choose pink for mine, but again, I want you to use your small pieces of paper, but I'm going to show you how to do it on a big piece of paper. So what you need to do is you need to do a diagonal line across your piece of paper. So you take the corner edge and you fold it to the bottom of the paper. Then open it out and make sure that the line that goes down the middle is facing upwards like that, okay? Then you take the corner on the right hand side and you bring it into the middle line like this. And you fold over. So you're bringing that one into the middle, and then you're bringing this one into the middle, and you've made this shape, okay? And that is the kite fold finished. And again, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to make your all of your one colour for your kite fold into that shape. So work until you have turned all your small bits of paper into that kite fold shape. Okay, one more fold to go. Now this is the trickiest fold, and this is called the samurai fold. Again, you need to use your next colour. I'm going to use a big bit of paper so you can see what to do. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my piece of paper like a diamond shape. I'm going to fold the two corners together. Then I'm going to open it out. I'm going to fold down to the bottom this time. And then I've got a cross like this. And the last thing I need to do is put my piece of paper square and fold one more time to the bottom. Okay, and this makes a piece of paper that has 3 folds in it. And what I'm going to ask you to do is a little bit tricky. This fold here, I'm going to press the top of it so it goes inside like that. So watch that again. I'm going to press the top so it goes inside. Oops, bit tricky. You can see that's quite tricky to do. So that goes inside, and then this bit goes inside too. And that's the shape that's made, okay? Once you press those 2 bits inside, so you have this shape. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the top piece of paper and fold it into the middle. You're going to take this top piece of paper and fold it into the middle. And this is the shape that it creates. And again, what you need to do is take all your small bits of paper, fold them into the samurai shape, and if you can do all of those, that would be great. Okay, it's actually easier to do this fold with smaller bits of paper. So press that down, press that down, and then fold it over. Now, I want to see how you go. This fold you may find a little bit too tricky. So if you do find it too tricky, then leave that one and just concentrate on making the hat fold and the kite fold. Okay?